Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Okay, I missed my Wednesday Encouragement Wednesday, so I'm doing it on Thursday for you, so that's what you're gonna watch today. I was looking through my list, and I'm like, what can I talk about? What can I share? And so the kids and I just got done with our walk here at the park, and I thought, what can I talk about that's just kind of quick that I can share something that we do? And I thought, the taking time for me, because someone also asked me that in the comments again today, so I thought that's something perfect to talk about, because as mom, I know myself, like I know a lot of moms, they feel like they have to be entitled to having time for themselves, and they feel like they're stuck at home all the time with kids and they never get a break or anything away, and I totally understand, I totally get that, and I know that some become very whiny to their husbands. I've seen many do that, but I also know there's ones that just do a lot of work, and they just get a lot of work and they get it done, and they don't complain, and they do it, and they just make the time for them. And so I thought back to like my life when I had a lot of little babies. Like when I had 6 little babies, they were like all 7 and under, and it was a lot of work along with 4 older ones. My husband worked a lot of hours, and there was not a whole lot of me time. It was busy, busy, busy. Life was just like so busy. And I remember my girlfriend, I went to her house, and here I was, you know, holding a baby, chasing a toddler, and I like watched her, and she was like giving herself a manicure and a pedicure, and I thought, oh my goodness. And I was kind of embarrassed because I looked down and I'm like, when is the last time I literally, like I did cut my toenails, but I'm like, when is the last time I painted my toenails? And I'm like, haven't even done that. Haven't even taken the time to do that. And I thought, I don't find time to do that. And I even think like a lot of my friends, they're like, they just have to get away and they get time, and I get that. I totally understand getting out is good. And I know my husband, he was so good about giving me, taking me out like on the weekends we were home, even if it was just for a drive, because it was just so busy, and it does get tiring and exhausting. I totally get that. But you have to put yourself in that mindset of like, this is life, this is what you do, this is your season, this is how it is. So if you got to be home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with babies, that's it. God will get you through it. He'll get you through it, and you'll have your sanity, you'll have your things. It's when you start longing and your heart, and you're like, I deserve a time, I deserve this. Yes, we all deserve something. I get that. But know that eventually that time comes. Like all this time with your babies and all these little ones, it's crazy. Oh yeah, it's so crazy. But eventually they grow up. Eventually, like, your jobs get lesser and lesser. Like, I know myself, I'm still busy all day long, but like the moment like you got rid of the stroller, the moment they all started brushing their teeth, the moment you got out of diapers, all those things, the moment they could get dressed by themselves, you're like, wow, I just gained some extra minutes in my day. And so I think back, and I think people say, oh, you should take time for yourself. Well, yeah, I do take time for myself. I don't necessarily go out every week. I don't necessarily do all that stuff. What I do for myself, what I do now in my life, because I can do this and I have the time, is I get up early. That is my sanity. I like to get up. I love doing these videos. I like working on my blog. That is good for me. So that's something that I enjoy doing. So I make sure that if I want to get up in the morning and have some quiet time, that I'm gonna have to get out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning or 5:30, because if not, it's not gonna happen. If I slept all the way until my kids got up, there would be no quiet time. And so I really look forward to doing that. So for myself, I do that. I also splurge and get myself coffee. And so some may not agree with me, but for myself, I get my little Starbucks coffee drinks. I think I pay $15 a month, and I get those, I put in my refrigerator, and then when I want an extra coffee in the afternoon, like a little extra cup, I'll have one. And that's like a nice thing for myself, and I'm like, that's okay to do that. If I was very poor and we couldn't afford anything else, I would not be buying coffee. So don't think that. It's just what you put your priorities at. Something else I do is exercise. I enjoy exercising. And before, when I lost a lot of weight after my babies and I couldn't take everybody out because it was just so much craziness to go out, I made it a pact that I really wanted to lose the weight. So I waited until my kids were ready for bed, and I put the baby in the swing, and I had everybody lay down and watch a movie for a half hour, and I would go outside really quick at my house back in Michigan, and I would run around the house, literally run around the house. So I thought, okay, I have literally a half hour. That's all I got. So I got to make this quick, and I got to make it count. So I would exercise. And that's what I did, and I really, really look forward to doing that. And so I know for my life now, like today was such a busy day, and you'll see this video tomorrow how busy our day was. It was busy from the time I got up at, I think I got up at 6 until it is now 4:30, and it's just been running. But something I really wanted to do today, like besides all the life and everything happening, was to go to the park and walk. And so that's something I really want to make it a priority to do. So I made an effort. Okay, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to cut this out. Who cares if the carpets didn't get vacuumed? Who cares if I didn't sweep the floor? That's okay. The majority of the things got done, what had to get done. And then I made it a point to come to the park and walk with my girls. And that was good. So that for me is like, okay, I feel like I got that accomplished, and that was good. So those are the things that I do for me. That's just something I do. Do I give myself a bath? No, I can't even tell you the last time I took a bath, just because there's no time for baths. But I do paint my toenails. I paint my toenails, and I make sure they're painted. Something else I do is I curl my hair for church on Sunday. That's what I do. So sounds silly, but I remember back in the day when I would wear ponytails every single Sunday to church, and I would look at other moms and like, oh, they have time to do makeup, they have time to curl their hair, and it's like I have no time to do that. And I'm like, if I ever have time, I'm gonna curl my hair. So that's something else I take the time to do. I make it a point to curl my hair on Sunday, and it's like silly, but those are like the little things that I like make the extra effort to do because that's important to me. And is hair important? No, it's not important. If something else happened, I could do a ponytail. I'm not saying that those are like my goal priorities. Those are just something that I do for myself, and it's like I look forward to having my hair curled nice. And if I get a chance on Wednesdays, I do that. Today is Wednesday, and there's no way I'm gonna have time to curl my hair, so I'm just gonna pull it up in a bun. But it's like doing those little things. Like today we did shopping and we went to Goodwill, so I made sure I scoured through and found at least, you know, I found more than one shirt, but if it was like really busy with kids, I'd make sure I found one shirt just to give me something new to wear. And you know, just something simple that like, it's like, okay, just a new shirt or a cup of coffee, or you know, giving myself time to sit and chat with a friend. Like I know one of my girlfriends and I chat, we talk in the morning. Usually we try to do it once a week, maybe sometimes every 2 weeks, but for us to talk, we're busy moms and we have like a whole lot going on, and there's just no time to talk during the day. Like back in the day when I had just little kids, I could talk longer because they were little and they could just kind of cry around you and do whatever, but now we're so busy with life. So we make a point to get up early, and yes, it cuts into our sleep time, but who cares? Sleep is just sleep. And we get up and we talk, and we sit and talk on the phone before anybody gets up, before husbands are up, our kids are up, and we get in a good friend encouragement conversation time. So that's something else that we do. I'm trying to think anything, like I read my Bible and I listen to sermons each morning. That's something I spend time with the Lord. I do that every day. That is just my normal everyday thing. If I fell asleep for some strange reason and did not get up, which is very, very rare in my life, then yeah, I would definitely be missing that. So I make it a point when I wake up, I just get up. I feel like, okay, Lord, I need to go to sleep. I sleep. If I end up waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning or 3 in the morning for whatever reason, I just say, okay, Lord, it's 3 o'clock, time to wake up. And I just get up. I get up and I deal with being tired, and then that night I go to bed and I'm sleepy and I fall asleep easily, and then I just make my day up. And sometimes getting up early and having a busy week, like I know that some days I am more tired, and so like I will sleep in longer than 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Like I know tomorrow is Thursday, and so usually Wednesdays are busy for me because we have church and we stay up late. So I know tomorrow I'll probably sleep in a little bit longer in the morning, maybe till 7. I don't know, call me crazy, but I might do something like that. The weekend, Saturday, I sleep in on Saturday till 7. Sometimes I don't even set my alarm. I know, it's so crazy. Live a little crazy. No, but it's just things like that. It's like I just find those little things for me because there were times, but back in the day when I had little ones, I didn't take that time for me because it was just survival, taking care of babies, doing the thing. I would journal. I did a lot of journaling when I had babies and couldn't do anything, like because I did a lot of sitting with them and a lot of nursing, and so I wasn't as busy as I was now. And I sat and I wrote down a whole lot of things. I would journal and I'd write letters to friends, and I would write down ideas for blogs. This was before my blog even, and so that was something I did for myself, just to give myself some, like, just a little bit of me, I guess is the word. But did I go out once a week and get out for dinner? No. I think I did that maybe with 2 kids, maybe 3, I don't even know, not even that many. I didn't do that all the time. That's something we do. My husband and I'll talk another video about our marriage and stuff, but we never went on dates, never, ever, ever, because we had no one to watch our kids, ever. So when we had little ones, it was just us. So what we would do for our anniversary is we would order Chinese, because that was our favorite thing, the China Light in Port Huron. Oh, so good, can't even find that anywhere. And then we went back to Michigan and we didn't even get it. I was like, oh my goodness, but it's so good. So we would get Chinese just for him and I, and then like our anniversary or whatever, we would, okay, kids go to bed and they'd go to sleep, and we'd shut our door, we'd watch a movie, and then we would have Chinese, just him and I. And so we would do things like that. We also would sit under the sweetheart tree. You can see on the video from the wedding recap, I think, or More Family Fun. Yeah, the wedding recap and More Family Fun. You can watch that video. You can see little trees I'm talking about. We would sit out there an awful lot and just talk because we had little kids, and we could talk because in the house it was so loud. Kids were so loud. My friends would come over and they'd be like, oh my goodness, your house is so loud. I'm like, I know, there's so many kids, like everywhere, like a daycare. And so we would sit under the trees and we would chat and talk, and that was like really good for us to do. So we would sit under the trees and just talk, and that was really good for us to do. And so now we just started to do regular, and we would go out, I mean, once in a great while. I count on my hand the number of times that we got to actually have a real date, because like it was in between kids, or even when we had a baby. I know it's not kind of strange, but we would like look forward to having a baby at the hospital because we get like that day together. I know, it sounds so weird. But, and then I would always stay an extra day. I would stay the 2 days they gave you. I know you can, most people are ready to get home after a day. I would stay 2 days because I'm like, it is vacation for me. And so the nurses, I'm like, I've been here, done this with 10 babies, but I need 2 days to myself and me and this baby bonding and quiet. And so I would stay, and it was great. So now I don't have extra hospital stays because I don't have babies. So I'm like, oh, the days to stay at the hospital. Sounds crazy, but that was just something I did. So now we do a lot of dates. Like now we take time and we do that. We try to do, I'm gonna say, I love to say once a week, but it seems like once a month. Sometimes we'll get little trips. Oh, let's just run into town and get this together. We'll do things like that. But we try to do the once a month thing. Like I know our anniversary is coming up here, and we did our trip to Michigan. So, you know, that was costly with the wedding and everything. And so not terrible, just like something that we're kind of more frugal with our stuff. And so now we're looking forward to going out for our anniversary. So my second oldest daughter said that she's gonna watch the kids, and we are kind of planning what we're gonna do. And so I don't know, we are big on driving the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's so beautiful, and so we're thinking we're gonna do that because my husband has a convertible car, and so we can get in that car and we can go driving with the top down, and I get some good pictures because I got a great camera. And then we'll probably do dinner. There's a couple places we really enjoy eating at, and we'll probably go there and get some food and just drive and talk and chat and, you know, get coffee because that's fun. So we'll see what we end up doing, but sunshine. But those are just some ideas. Like we do, it's nothing has to be too whatever. We try to do dinner once, like I said, once a month, and we'll go out, and if it's just going to the local, cafe, we do that. And then if it's something, we don't usually do like fancy dinner, but sometimes it's just going to Hardee's and getting, a couple burgers and fries and sitting and talking and eating. That's a good thing too. So we always try to make the time for that. I see him every night in bed. I see him the mornings we don't see, we see each other, but I'm working, and then he gets up a little after me. So there is always that time. You just make that time to do it. So that's that. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video about finding some time for you. For me, just find what you want to do. If it's important for you to do your hair every day, do your hair every day. If it's not for me, ponytail. If it's important for you to make sure you get dressed, then get dressed. Things like just simple things. Look for the simple things in life that'll make you happy. So, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and we will see you guys again tomorrow. Okay, bye.